Okay, this kind of art is actually very easy to. It's cool as hell, but it does take skill, but it's actually very easy to learn if you have all the tools. And you can teach somebody the procedures. They just have to follow the process, and somebody can do that in you know almost immediately. Honestly, if they just follow you like bit part by part. And I remember somebody asking me what's the fire for. The fire one is to get rid of the limit the particle in the air because they're flammable, and also it burns the paint onto the canvas so that they're no longer flammable. On top of that, they change the texture of the canvas. It's generally something you do outside. You don't do that indoors. That's really cool though. What the? Have you seen the details on that? Not just the detail, but the form. That is some high level stuff. I know what some of you gonna say. It's pity. It's not gonna last. It's just made out of sand. The waves the tide is gonna wash it away. But it's captured forever on video anyway. And plus, no art against Father Time is gonna last forever. No statue is gonna last forever. 1,000 years, 2,000 years. But it's mostly the process, right? And it's captured on video. I wish I can see the whole process because that's impressive as F. Okay, I believe I mentioned something about this before. Stuff like this is actually very easy to do. I can teach you guys how to do that one of these days. Essentially, what makes stuff like this so interesting and I guess viral, so easily viral, is that it's seemingly very easy. Because with one movement, you're essentially creating a gradient that goes from dark to light to disappear, right? If you control the whatever you're holding, it could be a pencil, it could be a piece of pastel or whatever. And it's not limited to just fish. You can do it. You can draw birds. You can draw a lot of animals, flowers. You can draw landscapes and so on. But that's cool. And this one has a similar in idea. Wait, let me make sure. Okay, yeah. This one is similar in idea in that you can very quickly through the way the brush is moving on the paper, creating a pattern or a gradient that simulates something. In this case, a flower petal, and you can add the different colors before you dip the brush into the paint, and it becomes, it has a gradient on the flower petal itself. Same thing, you can do that with different colors and so on. So this is actually really easy, and it's a legit painting technique, like people who paints foliages and stuff like that on like large realistic paintings. What the? No. What? Wait. He's literally posing. Wait, somebody pulling on his paws? Or he just posing? Somebody please Photoshop this. Not Photoshop, or whatever. Put this next to Arnold Schwarzenegger on Mr. Olympia. Oh my god. How is this art though? I searched for art. I guess that is an art form. I've been to Australia. Their tails are extremely strong. You can see his tail. It's holding up about 70% of his body weight right now, so he can kick the crap out of you. Don't pick a fight with the kangaroo. Oh, it's a little Asian girl. Of course, she's gonna be more talented than me, than any of us. Actually, I don't know. Wires, plants. Yeah. Although I have seen them do some like animals, and that's like even crazier. Wait. Oh wow, that's cool. She's making multi-layered plant flower. That's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive considering she looks like she's about 9 years old. I was rolling around in mud eating like worms when I was 9 years old. Wait. What the hell is that golden thing? It looks like a golden, I don't know, let me go back a bit. Wow. A golden peacock. Why don't we see the making of that? Whoa. Okay, this is an effect called electric tree. So basically, if you put enough voltage onto the surface, generally it's not conductive. It's wood and it's not conductive. But you put enough voltage on there, it's gonna burn up and it's gonna destroy the insulators and it's gonna burn away. It's gonna spring out and it will look like a tree. The reason it looks like a tree because the fractal nature of freaking wood and the leaves and nature in general. Have you ever seen like a piece of leaf? And if you look at the tiny patterns, it looks like a tree, right? It just branches out all over the place. Same thing with lightning, and same thing with the tiny little things in wood. It's amazing, but very dangerous. Don't do it. Don't try it yourself. Okay, I see what he's doing. Bend it. No, why? Oh, he didn't bend it. Okay, so what he can do to make that more realistic is to, I know there's a weight, there's how much the transparent pipe that's doing the water can hold, but ideally speaking, you would make that pipe slightly bent this way, right? Like a bending thing, and so that when the bottle that's pouring the water, it would look a lot more realistic as it hangs in the air instead of like going straight down. Right. No glue, no glue, nails, just wood. Wait, this guy's making in America we call it a soccer ball. I apologize, but it's a football. Yeah, I get it. How is he able to make that without glue? That means he has to make each piece, because wood has a little bit of give, right? So it has a little bit of bendiness to it, elasticity. So he has to use that, and he has to be extremely precise with everything. It's doable, but it's a hell of a lot harder than it looks. Especially if you're gonna make the curvature of everything correct. I think he even like sanded off the outside. Okay, yeah, it's a lot harder than it looks. It's doable. Wait, how would he put the last piece in? How would he put the... Okay, yeah, the wood has a little bit of give. That's creative. Wait, what? Oh, that's cute. That is art. Look at that king. Oh, it's such a nice idea as a product. And you know what this also is great for? Teaching people how to use Photoshop and teaching people how to paint. The problem is that obviously with painting you don't start with details, and this starts with details. So it creates a slightly 3D version of that animal. But if you don't know how to use Photoshop or any video editing programs, this teach you about layers, and it teaches you about painting, because you paint the background first and you slowly add detail. That's really ingenious. I love this one. I think this, and some people think it's fake. It's not fake. Trust nobody. I'm a potato right now. I'm actually a potato. It's just makeup. No, she's a pretty girl, but the reason this works well on her, by the way, obviously coming from a portraiture background, first of all, her features and the person that she chose to do the makeup on, the location of the eyes and nose and lips, they are very, very close to each other. So the proportions are very, very close. You can't change. You cannot do anything about that, right? You can change a little bit of that with makeup, but everything else, once you have the proportions relatively close, you can mold. You can change everything else. You can mold the face with different shades. You can contour you can change the size of the eyes with. Okay, that's a little. No comment. Oh, I love these. I love these. You know, in museums, you see art that's like that sells for like $5 million, and it's just like an abstract square or something like this. Art like this should be selling for like $5, $10, $20 million. Maybe they do. I don't know. It takes them an entire year to do it with wood, and it's different. It's difficult with wood in that it's mostly subtractive. You cannot just add something on if you made a mistake. Actually, you can with wood, but it's less so, right? So the most difficult sculpture is actually marble. So if you look at some Rodin's work, that the statue of David and so on, that's the most difficult. You're doing with marble. You cannot make any mistakes. You can only subtract the precise amount of stuff. But with wood, I'm watching this again. You can add to it, glue it back on, and do a little bit here and there, but it's still really difficult. And the ending of the product, the ending is just look at that dragon. Look at that. Yeah, I'm humbled. Yeah, there's a lot of talented people in this world. If you enjoyed that video, check out the next one. Alright, cheers.